Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wá sí. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Good afternoon to you, good morning to you, good evening to you from wherever you're watching from. And this is Maiyegun Live.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary politico.
Baba yin fẹ́ jà like a pig. Tinubu said he's going to fight like a pig. Somebody said my election does not worth your blood of any Nigerian. But for Tinubu, he will fight dirty.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Let us start this way, right? Let's go to Oyo. When Tinubu got to Oyo, so then we can take it bit by bit before we get to the real thing, right? So we'll do just that.
Mo bàbá lókè ni. Bàbá dé o. Bàbá ti dé o. Bàbá ti dé o. Bàbá lọ tán. Bàbá ti lọ tán. Bàbá ti lọ tán. Àwọn máa lé ẹsẹ̀ yìí. Bàbá lọ tán ni o. Bàbá dé o. Bàbá ti dé o. Bàbá wọn dé o. Bàbá wọn ti dé o. Coming is here. The incoming is here. The incoming is here. What you want, bro? The incoming is here. The incoming is here. What you do? 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 The incoming is here. The whole one is here. The incoming is here. The incoming is
That's enough. Okay. So yeah, that was the grand entry of Tinubu to Oyo to announce his presidential consultation and presidential ambition, which he has every right to. But if you know that video, that short clip you watched, right? And the young man screaming his voice, screaming his entire lung out. Oh, your mandate. Young person championing his own ancestors. So Tinubu have every right to, like every other person in Nigeria. Do you know what I mean? You can run for any office you want. The system will let you, won't it? But that same gathering where you saw young people whose future have been stolen, their presence has been stolen, their future have been stolen, and that of their own, possibly their own children too. As they were out there shouting, screaming, on your mandate, Tinubu finally got in. Alaafin of Oyo gave his endorsement to royal endorsement. Their relationship came a very long way, but we'll get to that part maybe soon. So when Tinubu now got into the palace, he decided to send a message to the young people who are screaming themselves to what?
The president. About the president will go. And then when they were angry, and then you know Dagba. And you know Dagba. And the president. But the Yako do to me, you know.
So for those who probably didn't or don't understand Yoruba, right? What you said there was that all of you, these young people, you want to block the way. You don't want an elder to pass. You said you want to be president. If you become president, are you going to chase the elderly out of town? So all of you will be, all of you will grow old, though. All of you will be president, too. But before you become that president, he will be the president first. That's what he said in that video. Alaafin responded in Yoruba, and indeed he said, Yoruba ancestors will follow Tinubu. Let's hear from Alaafin first before we continue.
Aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu òun ni yóò sọ bí ẹni bí jàmbá mẹ́ta tó bá wù tí ó wọlé wá nígbà ìjẹ́ ti kú wá. Ọjọ́ ti lọ torí ó ní ìwọ̀n ọba tọ́jọ́ tó lè lò torí ọkọ̀ òfurufú tó gbé wá nígbà tó lè lò ẹ̀yin lọ́balọ́ba ẹ̀yin lẹ́kànlẹ́kàn ẹ̀fù àbí látàárọ̀ wá wíwá ayé pọ̀ wálé láti rí ẹni wa ọmọ wa tó du oyè láti di ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ẹgbẹ́ yìí o, wọ́n ní àwọn fẹ́ ṣàdúrà fáwọn. Àdúrà tí ń bá gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe kí ló ṣe. Àṣẹ mọ́nàmọ́ná ní ṣẹ́gun fún mọ́nàmọ́ná. Àṣẹ ọ̀ká fi ń gbé ọ̀ká ẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀ mì. àgbálúgúdú ní finú kó ṣeré àgbẹ̀kúté ní fi ẹ̀kọ́. Ojú mẹ́rìndínlógún nìyé yìí ní tó bá sọ kúnú pé ajẹ́ wa. Ẹ̀yin àgbà tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ Yorùbá. Ẹ ràn ọmọ yín lọ́wọ́. Ó wá bá yín. Ẹ̀yin lọ́balọ́ba kí lẹ wí. Ẹ fàṣẹ sí abẹ́ fàṣẹ sí. Ẹni ó bá ṣe sínú oko, ẹni ó bá ṣe sínú odò, òun náà ní jàǹfààní rẹ̀. Lóhùn ọba àtàbàntì gírí ọmọ ìdàsẹ̀ gbọ́rọ̀ wà bọ̀. Òtúá méjì ọ̀dọ̀ owó rẹ̀ ọ̀dọ̀ mọ̀ṣú ayé ọ̀dọ̀ mọ̀ṣúmọ́rù. Ìkan ńláńlá forí làlú àdáríjọ làápẹ̀tọ́ ní gidi lè tutù ọ̀nà. Ẹ jẹ́ kó wọlé kó máa káàkiri ayé kó máa tà káàkiri ayé. Ìdájọ́ Abíọ́lá Ìwọlá. Ọmọ pẹ́nu ni oṣù mọ́kànlá ló lòrùn ìyá rẹ̀ tí ìyá rẹ̀ ò lè bí. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rọbí láti aago 9 àárọ̀ títí tó fi darí aago 10 àwọn ọ̀rí bí. Kọ́dà aago 12. Wọ́n máa lọ gbé sàárè lẹ́ẹ̀kan gbẹ torí obìnrin yóò mímá kò lè bí ọmọ yìí. Wọ́n ti gbé sàárè tán wọ́n sì ti gbé aṣọ tó fi sí. Wọ́n wá bọ̀ kí wọ́n palẹ̀ rẹ̀ mọ́ ló bá Abíọ́lá Ìwọlá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá mọ erin ẹ̀ gbóhùn erin ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá mọ̀ ṣá ẹ̀ ní ẹ̀ lọ́bẹ̀. Tinubu kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ. Orí bàbá rẹ orí ìyá rẹ yóò di ẹgbẹ́ gbòdò fẹ́. Pẹ̀lú ògbọ́lọ́ ọwọ́ àgbàdúrà ni. Ẹnìkan bá wọ́ lọ́ra á ṣàdúrà lórí tiẹ̀ bá débẹ̀ kò débẹ̀. Wọ́n á gbà tó kọ́kọ́ wá rí wa yẹn ní ìlú.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope. We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
Lórí irọ́. Do you see? Now, let me explain something to all of you. And even before I do that, I think this will do a better justice to cap that or that show off up.
This is 2021. Some people are already getting ready to kill themselves over 2023. And they don't even know whether there will be 2023. They don't even know if there is 2023, whether they will still be around. There's nobody here who can say for sure that we will still be around by tomorrow. Nobody. It is God who determines who will still be around by 2023. Somebody said to me, sir, who do you think should be president in 2023? I said, president of where? He said, president of Nigeria. How are you sure there will be Nigeria in 2023? How are you sure? Can you swear? I pray there will be, so don't misquote me. But are you sure? Are you sure?
Are you sure? Are you sure? Your ancestors are there. No, then let me make that explanation I wanted to make. You see what Tinubu is doing. Many other people are still going to do their own. The same round, the same circle. And then you will still see loads and hordes of people around them pushing and claiming that that's the solution. That's the person that is coming to do this and that. But if you ask me, or should I put it this way? If we want to be truthful to ourselves, apart from the 10 million that Tinubu gives to the Obas, wherever it goes, and all the Obas they bring to the palace to come and make up the crowd for like Alaafin in that palace at Alaafin's palace. Yeah, they probably brought so many Obas from Oyo State to come and join Alaafin, so that the largesse, the money, the 10 million Tinubu carries about to give each of them, they will collect it. So who in that place does not know that Nigeria is done for? Among them, you realize that there was nothing like there was no conversation about, oh, this is why I want to be president. Normally, people who claim, especially young people who claim to be educated, wait, Tinubu can do all he's doing, and you have a choice to support as you see them. If they pay you, go for them. If you like them, go for them. If you don't, the same way they have the right to be shouting on your mandate, Bola on your pampas, Bola on your diapers, we shall die. As they are singing it, you also have the right, okay, to say no. And another thing is that somebody is consulting to be president. But in Nigeria, when you want to be president like Tinubu, you must be holding lies on one hand, and tribal, ethnic, and religious card on the other hand. That is the only thing you need to show if you are going to be president or not, right? And me as a Yoruba man, I am not going to be one of those to be dragged into Tinubu's selfish, greedy, self-centered ambition. Normally, when people go out and say, I want to be president, yeah, when you have the chance of meeting people, what do? You tell them why I want to be president. But Tinubu wants to be president because he wants to be president. Atiku wants to be president because he wants to be president. But if you look at Nigeria of today, the reason why everywhere Tinubu will go, everywhere Atiku will go, everywhere Bokwari goes, everywhere these criminals goes, yeah, they will see hundreds and thousands of people to welcome them. Do you know why? Nigeria is the capital of jobless people in the whole world. And it is deliberate. So now somebody walked into Alaafin Palace. Yeah? And he came there to say, I want to be president of this country. The young people, they are upset. They don't want us to be blah, blah. They want to block the way for the elders. But they have to wait for their turn. That means when you turn 70, 80, you too, you can try to aspire to be president of Nigeria. But normally when people want to be president, you walk in there, you tell them, listen, we have a problem in this country. I wouldn't even run for any office if everything was fine. But we have a lot of problem here. We have unemployment. This is what I'm planning to do. We have insecurity problem. This is what I'm planning to do. We have so much disunity and all that in this country. This is what I want to do. And me, as a Yoruba man, I think I can do it. Something to sell. But when you look at all these characters, they have nothing to sell. I'm a Yoruba man. I'm an Igbo man. I'm a Fulani, I'm a Hausa man. I'm a Muslim. I'm a Christian. It is my turn. I have been there. You know what I mean? Nothing to sell. That is why every year, every 4 years cycle, they come back with, we will work with you. We will give you education. We will give you this and that. We will give you blah, 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 blah. Because they have nothing to offer. So you, as a Lagos Abobaku, you have also keyed into it. You have keyed into that nothingness. That's exactly what this is all about. If you look at them, they will tell you, enemy of Tinubu that doesn't want Tinubu to be president will be this and that. But look at this old man for a second, just for a second, and tell me What exactly inspires you about him in this 60 seconds video? Again, as a young person, oh.
The president. The president will go. When you are moving. And then you know Jagba. And you know Jagba. And the president. But the Yako do to me, you know.
Did you see that? They clapped. You see, in that gathering, yeah, you probably see over 70% of those in that room as young people. More than 70% of them will be young people. He's not telling them anything. He's not offering them anything. He came to town, they mobilized them, right? They gave them money. Party, they call them political jobbers. They are on social media, they're everywhere. Political jobbers. The only job that is so kind of guaranteed for all these options, hopeless young people in Nigeria, is politics. And this is the season. Nothing you say to them right now will make any sense. In fact, asking them to ask questions like, what did he tell you when he came to Oyo? What did he tell you, young people, when he came to Sokoto? Buhari never told you anything, but he became your president, didn't he? So they don't have to promise them anything. They don't have to offer them anything. They can't even ask questions. What they do is that they follow the trend. An old man, 80-year-old man, is close to 75 or 80. But some said it's because of health issue and all that. They are not offering them anything. Now, this is the twist. They are making it a Yoruba presidency. Are you following? And I take offense in that. You should take offense in that as a Yoruba man or a Yoruba woman who doesn't support this madness and this nonsense. It's an offense for you to be dragged into Tinubu's selfish, greedy, self-centered, destructive agenda. And for the likes of Ikuba Bayeye, Alaafin, is not the first. And this is actually not the first time. All right? But we all know that the type of regard and respect that the citizens are given to traditional rulers in Nigeria is only born out of the old glory. The old glory of our Kabiyesi, our Obas of Yoruba land, Erujeje, Oba this, Oba that. And out of respect for our own revered tradition and culture, that is why so many people are still pretending to revere royal fathers and think they actually still have any influence in today's Nigeria. They don't. The only influence traditional rulers have in Nigeria today, the only influence they have is to always corroborate and be on the side of the system, because the system has already crushed them. Everything else is a brag. And you see that Bobo, I keep asking myself sometimes, I feel like somebody was asking me, he said, Maiyegun, I mean no insult to Maiyegun, but we as Yoruba people, and with what we know about our tradition and our culture, we should start asking some questions. And he's been kind of asking himself these questions, and he wants to probably have answers to them. If you probably know this, our respect for tradition, culture, and every other thing that has to do with us as a Yoruba people, They are born out of the traditional stools in our different respective, towns, villages, communities, and everywhere in Yoruba land. If they want to say, oh, we are going to do Oro tonight, and no female should be out. We want everybody to be indoor from 10 p.m. tonight. That kind of directive always comes from either the king or the Baale in Yoruba land. Then that person was asking me, said, Maiyegun, every small thing, when we try to ask something, they will tell us, be careful, don't let the Agbalagba, don't let them curse you. All these Agbalagba, they can destroy, they can curse you. And if they should do that, if they should use the Orisha Ishembaye, the power of our forebearers, if they should use that, they can destroy you, they can ruin you. Don't be careful, be careful. People keep telling us that. But Maiyegun, have you ever asked this, that the same powerful weapon of our own forebearers that they have told us to be so scared of because they can do anything? If they use it to pray for you, you will be as successful as Elon Musk or Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and so many other people like that. Maybe not Buffett, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, yeah? So many people, so many Yorubas that are Omo Odoagbas, including myself, we were raised to believe that the real power in Yoruba land lies in the palaces, the traditional palaces of Yoruba land. If you go in there, you have to be careful. And therefore, politicians, probably politicians who are Yorubas too, that is why they kept the traditional stools in Nigeria, even though they are as useless as anything in the polity. So what do politicians, what do they do? When election is coming, they go to the palaces. When they go to the palace, the king will wear crown. And at that moment, it's turned to a deity. It's turned to Orisha. So everyone in that palace believes that whatever the king says will come to pass. The person said, how did they colonize us, Maiyegun, with all this power? How? I said, well, they had bomb, they had their bomb, they had their this, they had that. We didn't have them. He was like, you don't get it. They intimidated us. They spread fear in us. They stopped us from asking questions. They showed everything in secrecy. But at the end of the day, everything they project themselves to be, in reality, they are actually not. I remember when they said the reason why Babangida cannot be killed, Babangida cannot be touched, no matter the atrocity, no matter what you do towards him, because Babangida has been taken into Ile Odua, the Oduduwa house in Ile Ife. They said if Ooni of Ife takes you into Oduduwa house as a politician, yeah, no matter what you do, nobody can touch you in this world. Another fabu that they used to hold us back. Now today, if you call out, thank God for social media. Now we can actually watch and see and listen to what every traditional leader is saying in his palace or wherever they are. We can know what they are saying, what they are getting themselves involved in, and every day, they continue to get demystified and demystified and demystified. Tinubu went to Awujale. They said they brought out Orisha Ijebu to pray for Tinubu to be president. Tinubu went to Alaafin of Oyo. They said they brought out the Orisha Egba to pray for Tinubu to be president. Now he went to Oyo. Alaafin also probably brought out Orisha Oyo to pray for him to be president. But here we are. None of them is asking him that Tinubu. You remember that you came here in 2014 about Bokwari. You were up front. You are so kind of confident that Bokwari would make this country better. 8 years, nearly 8 years after that, look at where we are. Can you just tell us what you want to do differently for the sake of those who are here? Tell us why we should, as a Yoruba man, in 8 years, that you told us that if APC come to power, there will be restructuring, there will be fiscal federalism, there will be a state police, there will be this, there will be that. What happened to them? Our children who are graduates in the last 7 years and beyond, they are jobless and they are piling up every now and then. So here you are. Let's have a chat. Talk to us. You are consulting. Now talk to us. What has been the benefit of the Yorubas in the last 7 years? Tinubu told them, he said, the enemies of Yorubas. That is why I said they want to play the ethnic card now. They want to play well, that's what they always play anyway, ethnic card. And I'm a Yoruba man. I will not be part of that. You should not be part of that too. Trust me, you should never be blackmailed into being part of that. Tinubu went to Alaafin of Oyo and he said, before APC, Yorubas were nowhere to be found in Nigeria. That's what he said. He said today, after APC came to power, Yorubas can now boast of Fashola, who is Minister of Work. We can now boast of fake Pastor Ruga, who is the Vice President. Now, Yorubas can now boast of Aregbesola, who is Interior Minister. Do you get that now? So, which means you should be happy that you now have all these guys in position, but that you have no electricity. They are there. You have no good road. You have no drinkable water. You have no security. You have no homes, real homes, not shanties that they are given to you. Your children have no job. Your children have no real schools. You have no health care. 7 years, but you have Fashola. You have Aregbesola. You have fake Pastor Ruga. And that is enough. Now, you can now have the presidiots and then be happy. Oh, we are Yoruba people. Yes, we have the presidiots. So the bar, they continue to lower the bar and lower the bar and lower the bar every now and then. So when you see, me, I don't get any wahala with them. Mine is a call for salvation to say, you know what? I'm a Yoruba man. I know the damages these people have done. I know the damages they will do again. And then you have a choice. You can choose your poison. All right? I was here in 2014 when some of you were high on the Kool-Aid of change. Many of those who ran about for that change, some of them ended up in the hands of kidnappers. Some of them ended up dead. Some of them ended up abroad. They had to run away. Those who could run away. Some of you are now walking time bomb. Maybe you don't know. If you have a population of 200 million people and then 40% of you, more than 40% of you are jobless, that is to say you have a walking time bomb, walking bomb. That's what some of you are today. So you can make it worse. It's your choice. Yoruba people gained nothing. Yoruba people lost a lot. Yeah, and that's what we have always, what we have always had. We've always been losing for being part of Nigeria. And the likes of Tinubu and gang, they are so shameless to even admit it. Defend it, talk less of defending it. This one, they sing for church. One of those, they said, you should be proud that you have them there while you go to bed, hungry, right? While you walk on the streets, scared. While you drive on the road, right? Worried. This one is doing well.
Praise the Lord. Ẹ̀yin Olúwa lógo. Ẹ̀yin Olúwa lógo. Èmi ò gbé Jésù ga láyé mi. Á gbé Jésù ga láyé mi. Á gbé ga, á gbé ga.
But
that is what they do now. If they are not using the ethnic card, tribal card, they will use religious card. They know that some of them, once you drop God on the table, in Nigeria, if you want to get some people, in fact, not some people, majority of them in Nigeria, just drop God on the table. Oh, you start saying that. Oh, man. That's why I love this man. Star boy. Praise God. Praise God. I just pray that God will just make this man the president. As if to say it's not been part of the whole mess. It's been part of the whole rot. It's been part of the whole corruption. It's been part of the whole killings in the past 6-7 years. But just drop God on the table. Maiyegun, what do you want him to do? I have known Oshibadi for the past 30 years. I actually kind of get so cringy about people like that. There are people who tell me, Maiyegun, I have known Oshibadi for the past 35 years. He's an upright man. He was my lecturer in Unilag. This Nigeria is just a useless thing. If Oshibadi become president, Maiyegun, I can bet my life on it. He's a very upright man. He's a man of God. I understand what you are saying, Maiyegun. I understand that I've been following you all this nonsense. I get cringy when people tell me that. You are deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. Because once they drop God on the table, person no get job. With people where they steal your billions and their workers. Say, God has been so faithful. See, what kind of kindness of God are you going to deny? You woke up this morning, Abi, you know, wake up. Yes, I woke up. Have you thanked God for that? Do you know that some people didn't wake up? Say, hey, okay. When you wake up this morning, did you land in the hospital? Did you not wake up and you freshen up, you eat, you do everything, and you came out and you are fine? Some people ended here in the hospital right now. Say, hey, wait. Yeah, that's true. I thank God. Did you eat this morning or did you not eat? Hey, I've had my breakfast. Some people woke up this morning. They have no food. Can't you thank God for that? But sir, there is no electricity. Listen to me. Some people cannot complain about electricity. You are still here. You are complaining about electricity. You should thank God. Oh, that's true, sir. That's true. We should always thank God. Exactly. In everything you do, in every condition, you should thank God. But sir, what about the hospitals that the doctors are going on strike, the ASU are going on, you are not following. God that woke you up this morning will take care of ASU. Do you not believe? Hallelujah. I believe, sir. But sir, what about those kidnappers along Kaduna Abuja Expressway? Close your eyes, let's pray. Heavenly Father, I pray and I command that the spirit of this doubtness inside this man, that spirit of doubtness, Heavenly Father, take it away from him and let him believe that only you can give solution. Only you, Father. Say amen. I'll see you later. Okay. Yes, sir, Mr. Vice President. Okay. I'll see you later. Motivational speaker. As they are all pretending, we are capturing it all. And I don't want them to drag me into it. Don't drag us into it because I'm a Yoruba man. Yes, they can blackmail us. They are very comfortable with that. They blame other people for their problems, right? If they were doing well in Nigeria, somebody like myself, I won't be on this, on them all like this, right? I'll probably be reporting the beautiful Nigeria. You get what I mean now? If they were doing well, but they are not. And even if they are not doing well, it is not to the point of killing people and covering it up. Maybe I wouldn't be doing this. They are a bunch of failure that continue to claim his victims. And before I become a victim myself, I choose to speak out. They can pretend outside. Why they said Aregbesola is one of them? in Lagos yesterday, they did Aregbesola political burial. I think you should watch it again. That's Aregbesola's political burial by APC, the Tinubu loyalist in Lagos. They, right there, the Alimosho local government, Alimosho in Lagos. They play politics. You know their politics now. Now politics of bitterness, politics of destruction, politics of fraud. And I don't think anybody should get to. He's going to get worse. So Tinubu said he's going to fight dirty like a pig for this 2023. And let me tell you something. He's not joking. Okay? He's not joking. He told Baba Adebanjo that whatever money cannot do, more money will do it. So this 2022 alone, Lagos state government, their budget, for the first time, their budget is about 1.5 trillion naira in Lagos. From that budget, over 400 billion naira worth of projects. They put it in there. But guess what? They have no real thing they want to use the project for. I mean, the money for. Well, it's inside that Lagos state budget for 2022. 400 billion. We don't know how much, what else? 400 billion, a chicken change. That one are like $1 billion. Less than $1 billion. To them, with what they want to spend. So according to Tinubu, what money cannot do, more money will do it. And even if they have to fight dirty. When they talk about dirty, Baba, maybe all of you are thinking that because Tinubu had a wet pant, Abi, wet the column. They say Tinubu tole and all of that. Abi, you will see dirty. Because Tinubu knows how to play propaganda politics. And he also knows how to play to the sectional part of Yoruba land by using the tribal ethnic rhetorics. If you pay attention to them, I don't know if you have been paying attention to them. If you look at those, hang on. Sorry, I don't know. Somebody is doing, what do you call it? A group call. How could you be doing a group call with Maiyegun's diary number? Where you have about 8 people and you are calling Maiyegun to connect to 8 people. Show you the craze, you the mental. And I've been trying to hand you and to ignore you all this while, and you're still there doing it. I'm I'm not joking, no. You're distracting me as well. So, let me take a break. I don't like that.
A major plank of support, the hero of whatever Aregbesola has done in Osun is actually Bola Tinubu. I cannot forget his contribution into making me a good public administrator. That's how to put it. Actually Bola Tinubu takes all the glory, apart from God.
You see, I'm a lie. A good public administrator that ran a state aground and bankrupted a whole state. Yes, that's the good administrator, and that's the product of Tinubu, as you can see. So, talking about the antics, if you have been paying attention lately, yeah, well, not lately, by the way, that's always their way. You will realize that if you are a Yoruba man and you publicly deny Tinubu and his Agbero online and offline, they will quickly tag you as somebody who is working to prevent a Yoruba man from becoming president of Nigeria. And the reason why you are doing it is because you are a friend to the Igbos. Listen to this, oh. There's nobody that play tribal card than Tinubu and gang. And they do that to turn the Yorubas against Yorubas. Then the Yorubas generally against the rest of Nigeria. You are going to see a lot of that. Read my comments now. You will see some of those faceless ones. All those ones you saw there shouting on your mandate in some of those videos. 1,000 naira, 500 naira, 2,000 naira Agberos on social media, right? But when you want to know who played that tribal ethnic card more, Tinubu and gang, and it's so unfortunate that when you look at them, you automatically feel like the entire Yoruba played that card, that ethnic card, because of politics. They have nothing to discuss with you. If you say no to their shenanigans, then you must be a friend of Igbos. But what actually kind of cracked me up, get me into this laughing mode, is that they will tell you how much they hate the Igbos because they don't like Tinubu. Are you following? They will tell you how much. But at the same time, they will tell you how much they want to rule Nigeria. They want Tinubu to be president of Nigeria. So if you already have somebody who feels like the Igbos are going to be against him, and for that, they, like Buhari, they should be condemned. Let me tell you this, so before they drag all of us into it, because I know these guys very well. They are the ones who played the tribal card in southern Nigeria. This the tribal card that divided Yorubas, Igbos, and all of that with the North looking at us and laughing like, look at them. They claim to be educated. They claim to be advanced. Look at them. Morons. The propaganda that created that made you feel like, oh, all of you, I'm talking about some of you who have become Buhari defender and Goodluck Igbiri, Jonathan defender. Tinubu in the middle, they were able to play that tribal card. Now, it is another time. This is Tinubu on the hot seat now. What do you think will happen? Playing dirty. You go see dirty. Yusuf will see dirty from their camp. And you'll be like, oh, more. Which country these people won't rule? So they play that card very well. They blame other people for their own problems, not themselves. So this is me raising the alarm now. When you begin to read on social media, and they begin to say, because you, now look at it this way. There are Igbos who want referendums. Referendum. There are Igbos who don't want referendum. We know the category of these people. We know the Igbos who want one Nigeria because Nigeria paid their bill. You get what I mean now? So when people now this Nigerian Igbos, who still see themselves as Nigerians, now they don't have any right to say, I will never vote for Tinubu. No, because there's nothing to vote for. I'm a Yoruba man. I will never vote for Tinubu. So if an Igbo man talks and say, I will never vote for Tinubu, is my friend. If a Fulani man, Hausa man says, I will never support Tinubu because of this, because me as a Yoruba man know why you should never be part of that charade, ever. I've told you, it's of no substance other than the lies, manipulation, propaganda, things that you can never see or touch, but you can only imagine them. That's the life they gave to us in Yoruba land. Nothing works. So I can tell you, no. But if that Igbo boy or Igbo man or Igbo woman who still see himself as Nigerian, now say, no, I will never vote for this Tinubu, then you see these Yoruba names, they will bombard that person. Who wants you? All of you Igbos, we don't need you. We don't need your vote. Tinubu will be president without you. All of you, this and, if you disagree that way, then you ask yourself, okay, you are okay for Tinubu to be president of Nigeria, but you don't want the Igbos. They are inconsequential to you, you said. That tribal card, they will play it so well. They're already playing it, I beg when una go dey stone una self, because now most of you are in a way, most of you that have categorized into this part, you are all the same. Whether you found yourself in PDP or you found yourself in APC, whether you are dying for Tinubu or yours now Tifku, wherever you are dying, you are all of you are the same. But when you begin to throw your punches, just remember this. There are Yorubas, and we are actually in the majority, the Yorubas that don't believe in these shenanigans. And we all know how they all do their election. So don't even rate us by their election at all. The same way you will not want to be rated by the elections of the rogues that represent your regions. So you should never rate us by any election. Majority of us are not in bed with these shenanigans, but with the terrorism, with the violence that is associated with these criminals, majority of us are taking our distance. And some are taking it head on with them. And that is why they went for Oloye Sunday Igboho. It's a big threat to them becoming president of Nigeria. You want to be president of Nigeria, Abi? But Igbos are still going to be part of that Nigeria now. Abi, is that not your... Okay, if you feel like if they are not going to be part of that Nigeria, then how about you start telling the likes of Tinubu and gang that instead of running for presidency, they should what? They should conduct a referendum in Nigeria. Let all the regions decide if they still want to be part of Nigeria or not, including you. So when everybody now decide, if everybody decide that, if the majority decide that they still want to be part of Nigeria, then you can go and do election. I mean, that makes sense. It means that any agitation after that, they cannot be taken serious for now, for the next 10 years, because that's how it's done. You give them time before you do it again. Give it a shot. But they have nothing to offer you. They are actually not offering you anything. They are just telling you that, you know what? Forget everything that has happened. Let's forge on. There's going to be another way out. Do you believe? Do you believe in God? Yes, I do, sir. If you believe in God, then know that there's nothing God cannot do. Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord. Ẹ̀yin Olúwa lógo. Ẹ̀yin Olúwa lógo. Èmi ò gbé Jésù ga láyé mi. Á gbé Jésù ga láyé mi. Á gbé ga, á gbé ga, á gbé ga. Á gbé Jésù ga láyé mi. Ọlọ́run alágbára láàrin ọ̀pọ̀ èmi ò gbé ọ̀gá, ìwọ ńkọ́ èmi ò gbé ọ̀gá.
nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà ká bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ayé kan tá a sì ń wò pa ń bọ́ ń bẹ̀ lọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́ ìwọ ọlọ́run kí lè ṣe wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà gan tó tún wá gbé kọ́ọ̀lù mìíràn bọ̀ kọ́ọ̀lù burúkú lélẹ́yìí abẹ́ ìbí ṣe à ń wò bí kọ́ọ̀lù.
àfi kọ́ọ̀lù. You get what I mean? So yeah, you have every right to tell them that you're not going to be part of all the nonsense, okay? And don't let anybody blackmail you into one, all right? Don't let anyone blackmail you into one. And I'm imploring all of you, because you have all these characters out there that are also popping up that they want to fix Nigeria, but none of them will actually tell you in a clear term. Anybody will won't say won't fix Nigeria. Let me make you understand this so that you will understand that the reason why most of us don't really want to be, we don't believe in that nonsense is this. I'll tell you as many as I can remember. The reason why we don't believe in that nonsense, okay? Your election is rigged, and we know all the stories behind it. We know every factor surrounding the rigged system that produces your election. So a system that can never produce any credible people that indeed will represent your interest ever, okay? So they said they did an amendment to your electoral act that will probably allow them to transmit election results electronically, and then probably cut down fraud and all that, which is absolute gibberish. Okay, but yeah, they always try new things whenever your election is coming, and they put them into the law that they will never use. Okay, so remember that they were the ones who started this biometric fingerprinting registration, permanent voters card and all of that. Those are meant to cut down what do they call that one again? Duplication, yeah. They call it duplication or something like that you can, or multiple registration. Once you have a fingerprint, you can't register again. But they defeated that purpose when it got to the northern part of Nigeria. And you know why, right? So the National Assembly then made an amendment to the constitution, to the law. 5 times they sent it. This is the 5th time they are sending it to Bokwari. He didn't sign it. Okay? Even though, even if they sign it or do anything, it will never be implemented ever. It will always be rigged, right? But they still failed to sign it. Now, the 2023 election is being threatened now. So INEC said if they don't sign the electoral acts by tomorrow, Tuesday, there's a possibility that they are going to postpone your election in 2023. I don't know if you know about that yet, but it is all deliberate. Okay, so that is one. The second one that many of us don't actually believe in your election is that even the umpire itself, INEC, can tell you that they don't have the real figure of your registered voters in Nigeria. You get that now? So those who have the capacity to make that system, what am I even saying? They don't even have the capacity to make it work by any means, right? Now, a system that, once the cabal, the criminals in the kitchen, they call them the cabal, right? So the criminals in the kitchen, once they choose where they want to swing it to, if they ever want to at all, you have to go to and follow it, okay? And like a circle, rat race, or is it called rat race? Yeah, rat race, catch 22. And you keep going on and on and on. So many of us know the process, and because of this, we will rather never be part of it. But guess one thing, right? Those who care for your Nigeria, if they ever did care, indeed, right? If they do care now, they know that if they say, let us restructure Nigeria, it is another word for let us break up Nigeria. Did you know that? Yes, it is another word for it. There is nothing keeping Nigeria together as we speak right now, other than the freebies, the money that comes from the taxes and resources of the southern Nigeria. That's the only thing keeping Nigeria together. And then the fact that the name Nigeria, they can still use it to borrow money anywhere, as much as they want. Okay? So those are the things that are still keeping Nigeria. So the moment you say, let's restructure it, let's restructure Nigeria. By the time you finish restructuring Nigeria, the only thing that will remain is that name, Nigeria. And by that time, the skeletal body that makes up the name, they are already gone. What does that mean? Once you don't allow anybody to share money anymore in Nigeria, if there is no longer any central colo or central post where they share money, Nigeria will begin to dissipate. Nigeria will begin to what? Nigeria will begin to break up, naturally. Are you with me? Naturally. because there's nothing to fight for. There's nothing to kill for. There's nothing to grab when everybody controls their own affair, controls their own resources. Okay? There's no land to grab. There's no water to grab. There's nothing to grab. And if somebody says they are running for president of your country in this present time, ask them about their monetary policy. Ask them about their fiscal policy. Ask them about things which you probably will never get answers. You will never get answers from. You never get answers for them, ever. Since your geriatric leaders, rogues, criminals are queuing up. And you, the young people, you are sharing them up. Most of us know that, most of you, I mean, what am I even saying? All of you promoting this madness right there in Nigeria. You are not doing it because you actually love Nigeria. No. You may be telling yourselves that you love Nigeria. You don't. That's it. And in fact, it's a shame that some of you can lie to yourself that much. You are doing a lot of damages. You saw somebody who is suffering from, symptoms of early stages of amnesia. Hey, what did they call that thing again? That memory loss. What did they call it? Somebody suffering from early stages of dementia. It's called. He sat in their midst and he made this blunder. And guess what? They clapped for him. And that's why I don't take them serious. When you see all these guys who are like popping these guys up and all that, you will know that they're not doing it because they actually care for Nigeria or they care for themselves. Okay? It is just about what can they get.
Take one family member, 2 family members, knock on all doors, and make sure that new registration, because they may not announce to you on time, the PVC you have has expired. Yes. You need to spread it around in various local government wards and no matter how difficult it is. To me, I look at it closely, and you look at other elections being held, you see that it's diminishing because those cards expired, and they didn't. It's mandatory that you go and register and able to vote.
Did you see that? Yeah. That didn't make any sense, right? It's not even make any sense himself. But did you hear those who are around him? Yes. They expect yes. All those things you need to or because of whatever is given to them there. So it's your choice, it's your call. Go for it. Go for your ancestor, hate him, like him, as whatever you want to describe it as, yeah. You can choose your own poison. Okay, as a Yoruba man, I am not part of it. And I think you should tell yourselves that you are not going to be part of this as well. Okay, so those who know that the end result is probably these guys want Nigeria to start paying for Tinubu's medical treatment, President Tinubu medical treatment in the UK. Again, you can choose your poison. Me, I will continue to bring all this to bear. So it is a midday broadcaster today. I will likely be back again this evening, but I want to show you where we are on our fundraiser, because I think every time I turn on my camera, people want to know how far. Some of you can easily check that out on the our fundraiser on our website there. Okay, so none of this money is with me yet. All right. I can tell you that again, before the end of this week, yeah, we are going to let you know if we have secured the service of a legal team that will indeed take over this case with for Oloye Sunday Igboho in Benin Republic. We have enough now that if the money comes to the bank, everything, for example, we can say we have raised up to we have raised more than 18,800 pounds, which is likely close to 19,000 pounds as we speak now, right? And if you kind of multiply that or exchange that to Nigerian money or Benin Republic money, you can say we are hovering around 14 million naira or 14 million CFA, their money in Benin Republic, or 14 million naira, so to say. So which is enough for us to actually mobilize anyone. Again, I'm only going to come back here to tell you when we have hired one and when they have reached out to Oloye as well. I won't be saying much on this legal thing, okay? But you will get to know when things start, happening. So as an update on the platform today, quickly before I go, let me share with you what we have so far on the Give, Send, Go. Thank you so much anyway. But if you have been with me for the past 1 hour, yeah, you can actually still like that video. Like the video before we round it up this afternoon, okay? Then I will send a personal thank you to you before I go as well. Now, give me a sec. I'm having an issue with this connection. Let me see if that popped up again. Okay. I think that's a big problem. I don't know. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened to my system. It just it's gone loco or shoko on me now. So bear with me. I don't even know if you can hear me out there because I just froze on my screen. What's this? Sorry, can you hear me out there, by the way? Because I'm not sure. Just here. Go, man. What's this? I'm trying to share. I'm so sorry. You can still hear me, right? Okay. Just bear with me, okay? Bear with me. Let me see if I can find my way around it. So now, what happened is this. You are likely going to see the screen go blank. Don't go anywhere, okay? It's just going to take a minute, all right? And I will be back. Don't go anywhere, okay? The screen will go blank, and I will turn back in a minute. So I just want to share with you what the screen is for our donation before we round it up this afternoon. So I think that is me back. Sorry, guys, yeah. And then I think the video is also kind of lagging as well. But anyway, if you can hear me loud and clear, if you can hear my voice, that's all that matters. And then you can see the screen as well. So let me try and get the screen up. I wouldn't know what happened there. It just froze on me. So let's see. Can you get on? Yes. So this is what we have. If you can see your screen, please let me know. And if you can also hear my voice, please let me know, so that I won't just be talking and then you all feel like, oh, I can't hear him again. I can't hear him again. So let me read my comments. Oh, you can hear me. Good. Now, this is what we have. And thank you to every one of you who has been dropping by to chip in your own widow's mite, your contribution. They have made so much difference, right? I know we have naysayers, so we have people who are getting stomach ulcers, and they are getting kind of maybe na heart problem, or maybe na cold, or maybe na heat you since this fundraiser started. Some of them are waiting to hear stories. Hey, the talk said that Maiyegun, I'm not supposed to bore you with that, okay? I'm just saying there are people who are expecting us something to happen to this, something to say, Oton, now una be mumu, you are not, okay? So I know many people are waiting for that, but we don't give a damn about them, okay? We always go for what we want, and at the same time, we will keep it. I will keeping it real, right? So we have done so well. We have crossed the 31%. We still have 69% to raise. 69%. So you get what I'm saying, right? I won't pretend. See, I won't pretend that there are so many people who are watching us as they are doing calculation, as they are calculating the money. Hey, oh boy, 15,000. Did he just say they've made 18,000? Hi, oh boy, 18,000. 18,000. That's over 14 million naira. Wow. In 2 days, yes. Hi. Imagine maybe Maiyegun just carry the money around. As if to say, I will run to space or moon. You know what I mean? We're not going to pretend that we don't know people are thinking like that. Okay? But we don't care. We don't actually care. In fact, because they are thinking like that is what makes what we are doing more worthwhile. Have you noticed that no media in Nigeria is picking this up? No media in Nigeria is picking up this fundraiser. They won't pick it because they are waiting as well. You know what I mean? But to all of you who have managed to reach out, to touch, and then you have been able to contribute, thank you. And we have enough now to start talking to people. So I have found a law firm which is in Lagos and in Benin Republic. It's a law firm which has associates who are from both places. So we are about to start something. All right? So if we come up with anything that is mutual and understanding, I will tell you. Yeah, I will tell you. Okay? But before we decide on anything, remember the rule. Remember the rule. I am just here to manage this, right? I don't decide what goes to who or when. Mine is to manage and ensure that I keep account of every penny in this fundraiser. Do you understand? The man that will decide is the same man which this fundraiser is named after. Oloye Sunday Igboho. It's an in-house arrangement, but none of those arrangements, when we start taking action on them, none of them will be hidden from you. What you are supposed to know, you will know. And most of what you need to know, you will find out there. Because if we are doing it, you should be able to figure it. You should be able to find it out there. That's exactly the intention. So if as we go further and further and further into this fundraiser, so would I also start reducing what I tell you about what we are doing. I will give you the idea. You know what I mean? Like I just told you now, I'm talking to a law firm, and then we are trying to see if we can work something out. If that works fine, maybe before the end of this week, we can say, yes, we are close to it. We are closer now. And then, before you know it, maybe it is their media that will tell you about Igboho, and all of you will be like, that is also, that's us. That news I just read about Igboho now, that is us. Now we do them. Now it must be that thing we are doing. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. But again, like I said, I'll continue to thank you all. And I want to continue to chip it in there. Okay. It is digitally available to everybody. Let the naysayers say what they want to say. We don't care. We don't give a damn about them. But we are not also going to pretend that they don't exist. They exist. But meeting our goal is still our goal. Where we are now is not where we want to be. And if we can make this happen as fast as we can, as possible, let's do it. Okay? So here we go. We have 15,856 on this platform. Let me copy the link for 1 sec so that I can at least share that with all of you who probably want to drop in your tenner, £20, $10, $50, £500, £1,000. All of you want to do all of that. Do it now before I turn off the camera. And when I come back later this evening, hopefully we would have been at 16,000 then. I want to see if we can actually get to 16,000 before I leave this program this afternoon. Can we? Somebody said, yes, we can. I believe. Okay. Another person said, yes, we can. Maiyegun, stay there. We can. So I'm going to stay for just 2 minutes more or 5 minutes max, right? I'm not taking calls. I'll probably take that later this evening, possibly, right? I'm not taking one. So I've sent the links into the platform, different platforms that you're watching from, on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever you're watching from. Read the comment section, okay? You will see a pinned comment. Click that link, open it, tap it, put something in it, right? If you can. If you can't, open it, share it. I mean, share it to everybody that can make their own whatever. So it's going to appear like that when you open the link. This is how it's going to appear. Yeah. Where is that? Okay, I haven't dropped it on YouTube. My people on YouTube. There you go. So I'm going to pin it on there as well. Yes. Now I'm going to go back and refresh. 15,856. Have you added anything extra? No. Oh, yes, we have. I told you. Maybe before I leave the call, before I leave this program this afternoon, we can get an extra £100 that will take us to 16,000. Or maybe an extra £1,000 that will take us to 17,000. 31% we have done so well in 48 hours. That's so massive. Now, look at this. It is no longer 856. It is now 906. We got a new £50 from Mojisola Sonya. Yes, this is also beautiful. If you want to know what we are doing, I wonder why Nigerian media never really covered this. Maybe we are not Davido, or maybe because we don't have we don't have friends among them. But trust me, many of them make a kill. They made a kill covering the story of Oloye Sunday Igboho. Now that Igboho is on the march again, diaspora standing up for Igboho, and they are doing so wonderfully well. We never get anything from them. But beautifully, if anybody wants to cover this, you can easily just go onto the website yourself, and you will see everybody that is donating, from where, their messages, and everything, and why they are donating £200, 66, 50. If you say go to hall, you can do all of that as well on your, on your own, on your device right there, right? 313 people make this contribution happen. This 15,906 pounds donated by 313 people. I received a similar donation from over 100 people on PayPal, which came to 3,126. So when you add everything together, we are already above. We're already now around 19,000 pounds. We should be 15 million now. That's a lot. You get what I mean? So you can check who are donating. Who are these people? We have pensioners. See, I have aged people, men, women, all over the world. Yorubas, non-Yorubas, pensioners who are also chipping in. Fiver, tenner. So I can't imagine an innocent man suffering for a crime that he did not commit. He did nothing wrong. He stood up for his people. Here I am in America, in Belgium, in Holland, in the UK. And I feel sorry for this young man. He's locked up. No trial, no charges, no crime. And it seems that the whole world is forgotten. Right? Maiyegun, God bless you for what you are doing. Here is what I have. I wish I could do more. But I'm a pensioner. I couldn't let this pass without chipping in something. I mean, that passion, that support. Go on there. Read comments. Read prayers. We have over 300 people who have also shown their own prayers. They didn't just donate. They prayed, right? That this should work. This should bring peace and then respite to the way of the just. So it's up to you. Call them names. Do whatever you want to say. But you see, people have already connected themselves to something that is just, and that is fighting for an innocent man, including the innocent people who have been subjected to different tyrannical persecution in Nigeria. They didn't do anything wrong. They criminalized the self-determination campaign. They criminalized, you standing up for your rights. And that can't be right. It can't be right. We are not going to fight anyone with arms. We are not going to fight anybody with guns. We are not going to fight anyone with any weapons of, any physical weapons as them. We will use every legal means. And we will, we will crowdfund like we are doing right now if we have to. We use every legal means to demystify those who felt like they are God. They feel like God, untouchable. Yeah? Thank you very much. Check your screen. I think we are doing well. We are almost at 16,000. Okay? Are we going to actually get to 16,000, by the way? Check it. More people are dropping it there. They are not doing it anonymously. I love this. They are not doing it anonymously. They are doing it openly. So, yeah, I'm contributing to Oloye Sunday Igbowo's legal aid. And I will support this again and again and again. So look at that. Look at your screen. Omolokwe Jacomo. That's somebody there. It's now anonymous. Samuel Faloye, and not anonymous. Then I've got an anonymous donor. Yes, you can be an anonymous donor, and you can also put a name there. In fact, you can even put a descriptive name that's not your real name. Whatever you do, everything you put in, they all get in. They make a difference. Look at that. From 15,856, we are now just 14 pounds to 16,000. Can we cross that now? Can we do that? Just a minute. Do it. I'll say. So let me refresh again and see where we are. 16? 16? No? No. No 16. So thank you very much, everyone. By the way, I want to say thank you to all of you who probably tuned in today, this afternoon. We have heard of Tinubu's consultation, and we have also seen the ombud slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons who always ask us, go and bring your candidates. Tinubu will win, and then you'll be put to shame. Please do everything you can and get your Kolu elected. But until you are able to do that, we'll continue to remind you, what a poison you are choosing. Just don't pretend that you didn't know. Like some of us are pretending, are now saying, man, I didn't know that Buhari is going to be this disaster in 2015. Don't pretend, though. I'm speaking out. And don't drag us into it. This is not a Yoruba agenda. This is not a Yoruba presidency. This is Tinubu and gang. And every one of those selfish people who believe that they can fix Nigeria that is jaga jaga this way. They can fix it only when they have the chance of being in charge of it. Buhari promised you, he promised you heaven, Dorado and all of that. And what happened? Here you are. Hell is better, isn't it? Now you are trying to get out of hell, or you are trying to go deeper in hell. Choose your poison. Don't blame anybody afterward. Okay? Don't. Go for it. Somebody said I should refresh it before I go. Maiyegun, check it. It's over 16,000 now, I believe. Okay, I'll refresh it. Let's refresh. Oh, you were right. I was right. That's class. I know. Thank you very much. Okay. So now you see, I can't be like person will be say, I be like person will be say, if I be your pastor, like the man in the Temple of Truth, as the chief priest of Temple of Truth, I'm kind of, that person that will say, oh yeah, let's do it in the name of the truth, in the name of justice, in the name of liberty, in the name of humanity. Now let's do this. And now people will say, yes, Maiyegun, we are listening. We are doing it for you. We are doing it for ourselves. We are doing it for humanity, and we are doing it for justice. You see? So if you think, say, I know if you perform miracle, that means you're not paying attention, or maybe not jealousy, they worry you. Okay? Pay attention, though. Pay attention. So let me refresh. Somebody said I should again. Aha, they said that, Baba, don't push it. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you later this evening, okay? You can watch the replay of this video when I stop, or you can join me later this evening. from 9 o'clock UK time. Until then, don't forget, drop your offerings before you go. Okay, somebody said I should tell them what is the total. Maiyegun, tell us the total now. I'll tell you. Now that we've had that done, okay, let's go on to PayPal. How much do we have on PayPal? Bram. So, where is on PayPal? So we currently have 2,400. No, sorry, 2,386 pounds in the bank. Just know that, okay? Then PayPal is also holding 749 pounds and 12 pence, right? Because they said we can only withdraw 2,200, okay? So now I'm going to connect the screen and show you. Then we can add them together. But before I do that, before I start doing let me do my calculation here, and then I will show you, okay? Bear with me. So if you have 3,100 and, 3,086, not 3,100, okay? So 3,086 plus, what do we have on there? Yeah, we have 16,120. So that simply means that we have 19,206 pounds. Okay, but let me share the screen with you. Just give me a sec. So we go to the PayPal now. Right. So if you check your screen, we have a 2,400 in the bank. 2,386 pounds in the bank. And then we have a 749 pounds on hold with PayPal. We will not access that money until next month. Okay. So it's there, just like the one you have on your screen earlier, the gift send go. All right. The gift send go, we start releasing our fund. If nothing happens, or if no wahala, yeah, if there's no wahala, gift send go, we start releasing that money in batches from either this weekend or from beginning of next week. All right. But you can say in total, when everything comes in, for example, if everything comes in now, you can say we have 19,206 pounds generated already. All right. So in that regard, you can now possibly say, how much is that in Naira? I'll still use my old calculator or old exchange. Okay. So 19,206 pounds times 780. Let's see. I don't know your exchange rate today, but I like using that 780 because I like seeing it as a big money, you know. So we are still not at 15 million, no. Even if you use that to calculate, you know what it is? It says 14,980,000. Oh, okay. I believe that by the time I come back later this evening, yeah, we should have crossed 15 million. But that's enough for us to say, yeah, we are ready. And those who are not taking us serious should start taking us serious. Okay, I think we got it. We are now over 15 million. So let me refresh it for you. Somebody just added something, or some people, donors added a lot to this money, and we are now over 16,200 pounds. Okay, but let me share that screen with you before I go. At least I'm here when it happened, so we don't have to wait till later. We can always report. We can always report those that will happen later after this program. Okay, so I actually enjoy it. I enjoy flaunting it on their faces like this. You know, flaunt it, and tell them they abandon Igbowo. They push Igbowo into problem. All of them are abroad. They push him. Now they have abandoned him. They abandoned Igbowo. Can you imagine? All of them are abroad. Now that we are raising fund, They are now saying, hey, look at them, scammer. They want to scam people. They say they want to release Igbowo. Oh, wala to ma. So I like sharing it like this. I like flaunting it. Yeah, look at it. Flaunting it. Telling you that, oh yeah, Koribusigbo, Koshi is done. You write to your face, it's right there, right there. I like doing it. So now we'll do some maths again. Okay. So if we now say we have 270 over 16,000. I don't even know how they are going to feel the day they will wake up and they will see 50,000. Even you self go shock. Say, we don't make we don't make all the 50K. Hey! Oh yeah, Maiyegun, continue. We know they stop. Oh yeah, continue. You get what I mean now? We will continue to show them. They abandoned the Igbowo. That's what they were saying. Oh, they look at Igbowo now. You would think those wearies, you think they actually care about Igbowo. They don't. They like it that way. Take him out of the way. This guy is not going to let us enjoy 2023. All of us, we don't suffer for under Buhari. 2023 don't they come now. We say we'll go make our money. This Igbowo, they shout no election, Yoruba. And they will even be mocking him. They'll say Yoruba nation. All of you abandon your Yoruba nation in Benin Republic. Now, the people that told us that we abandoned Igbowo, they are now calling us scammers because we want to hire better legal team for him. They are now calling us a scammer. So how are they going to feel when they wake up and they see 50,000? 50,000, 40 million naira. Not that it's too much, but I just want to show that it's just to show you that we are not abandoning Igbowo, and we will never abandon Igbowo. Okay? But well, you probably will get to know. So let's do some maths. I want to do some mathematics before I go. So where are we? I'm actually still waiting for some of my own people. Let me tell you something, right? There are some people that I know personally, yeah? Once they are ready to chip in, you can wake up. So let me put it, you can go to bed tonight and you're like, oh, they are now at 20,000 pounds. And you can wake up tomorrow morning and you can meet it at 30,000, 40,000. And you'll be like, what? What happened? But you don't worry. I go motivate all of you now to bring it out. I know some of you are still watching and So look at your screen, People say the thing don't change again, I'm going to need to do it again. So let's refresh. Now, here is what we have now. Look at it. People are now responding, adding their comments. And at this, look at that. You can see everybody who is donating every penny. How much? What do you give? What are you giving? When are you giving? You know what I mean? What's your message? You can see all of that there. Now, make I go do my maths again. 3,080 pounds. 86 pounds plus, that your village auntie, where they collect a job, where they are doing their maths and they are doing the whole thing. That's what I'm doing right now. 3,086 pounds plus 16,420, and that comes to 6045 Hey, I'm gonna. Okay, 9 and 1. 19,506. Make I go do. How much is that in your naira? How much is that in your naira? That goes to. I'm still gonna use my 780. Sorry if I'm addicted to that. 19,000. We're almost 20,000 though. If anybody puts 500 pounds now, that's gonna be us at 20,000 pounds. So 20,000 pounds means what? That we are over 15 million. Yeah, I just told you that, but let me add it. 19,506. 506. That's our total. Now that when you say by 780 naira, what do you get? Yes. 15.2 million naira. So yeah, I can call it a day now, and I'll see you later this evening. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for chipping in and doing this. It's even more than that. I was calculating for 420, whereas we are at 470. Don't mind me. I'll do it again. 477. So that is 0, 6, 15, 15, 5, 5, 5, 6. So it should have been 5, 5, 6. 19. So our total money is actually 19,556 pounds. 19,556. So if you multiply that by 780 naira, yeah, so that is a total of 15,253,680 naira or CFA. That is how much we have raised on this platform for legal aid for Oloye Sunday Igboho and all the Yoruba activists that are being persecuted by the government of Nigeria and by the system in Nigeria. So I am going to see you later this evening if I have, enough strength to come back again. But thank you. Before you go, remember, like that video, okay? Like it, share it. And when I come back the next time, yeah, we'll continue from where we are stopping. Thank you. And yeah, thank you very much. And you should all have a wonderful day. Okay? Thank you.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì
máa ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.